Hi guys, welcome to another interesting class. This is a basic bodice, full scale basic bodice class. So you are welcome. I am Favor. So in this class we are going to be learning how to draft, how to transfer to fabric, and how to sew a basic scale, full scale basic block. Yes, so the previous one was a short scale basic block, but this is the full scale basic block. So in this class I'll be transferring the bust dart to the shoulder. The previous one I transferred the bust dart to the waist. So this particular class I'll be transferring the bust dart to the shoulder. Like I said earlier in previous class, that you can transfer your bust dart to any part on your front bodies. Please, you can transfer your dart to anywhere on your front bodies. So in this class now, here with me I have my box already, already drafted. I made use of the bigger part of my bodice. So before I go further, I want to share with you the measurement needed for this class. So the measurement needed for this class are front length, that is shoulder to front length, shoulder measurement, shoulder to back length, blouse length, waist circumference, blouse length circumference, shoulder to bust point, bust circumference, and bust span. I take it again: front length, that is shoulder to front length, shoulder to back length, shoulder measurement, blouse length, waist circumference, blouse length circumference, shoulder to bust point, bust circumference, and bust span. So here in this on this pattern, I have the bigger part of my bodice. I use the biggest part of my bodice to get this box. So my bust circumference is 37, while my blouse length circumference is 36. Please, blouse length circumference is different from your hip circumference. Your blouse length, it can never get to your hip length. So you measure the area where your customer, or you want your blouse to stop. Where your blouse stop, you measure the round region of that area, of the round circumference of that region. You understand? So when you measure the circumference of that region, that happens to be your blouse circumference. So I have here my blouse circumference 36, my bust circumference 37. So, and my waist circumference is 33.5. So I made do with the biggest circumference here, which happens to be my bust circumference. So I did my bust circumference divided by 2, 37 divided by 2. You understand? So I did 37 divided by 2 is equal to 18.5. So I added 2 inches to it. That is 20.5. So I added 2 inches for it. That is 20.5. I just added the 2 inches for it in order to get more you understand, more allowance, more space. You understand? I might not really exhaust everything, you understand, but I just added it to it. So 37 divided by 2, 18.5. I added 2 inches to it. That gives me 20.5. So after that, I still went ahead to divide. So from this part, this is a borderline, this is a borderline. So my measurement is starting from this part to this part. This is 20.5. So I still went ahead to measure this line here. So 20.5 divided by 2, I have 10.25. 10.25. So this part is 10.25. This part is 10.25. So 10.25 here, 10.25. I will choose one to be my front and one to be my back. You can choose anywhere to be your front or anywhere to be your back. So here I'll be working with this part as my this part as my front and that part as my back. So I will label it now. So here will be my CF, center front. Here will be my CB, center back. So CB means center back, CF means center front. CB means center back, CF means center front. So I'll be keeping all my measurements right now. So for the back, I will come in with the difference between my front and back. So my front is 17 and the back is 15. So what I will do now is to drop my 2 inches here from the back, 2 inches at the back rather, 2 inches here also at the back. I will roll across. By now guys, you should be used to this. Is almost the same thing, almost the same thing. So we are almost doing the same thing. It's just that this one is a full bodice, so it's going to be longer. It's going to be longer than the previous one. So I dropped my I've dropped my back, the difference between my front and back. So I'll be coming here now. I'll be dropping my shoulder to bust point, which is 11 inches. Shoulder to bust point 11 inches. I will do that across the pattern, So this is we are using in this class, we are using the bust dart technique. In all the videos we are using the bust dart technique. Is one of the most simplest way of drafting that I've come across, that I've come to know. You understand? So I'll be marking it, I'll be connecting it now with a straight line. You understand? With a straight line, I'll be connecting it with a straight line. That is the bust point. I'm just dropping it at the back. It's not really necessary, but because we are beginners, that is why I'm dropping it, so you get to understand what we are doing. So the next thing I'll be dropping, it will be my shoulder to waist for the front and back. Shoulder to waist. Mine is 17, front is 17, back already inserted the back. The front is 17 while the back is 15. So I've inserted the back already. So it's 17. Okay, this is the thing. That is the front. 17 for the front. So 17 for the front. Sorry guys, I didn't insert for the front. I only inserted the difference. So this is the back rather. This is for the back, 15. This is for the back as well, 15. So I'll be connecting it with a straight line, with a straight ruler to get a straight line. So guys, I'm making use of marker pen so to be bold for you to see. So this is my let me do this so you get to understand. So this is my, let me label it so you get to understand. Waist, please, waist. This is waist. So this is the front length. This is the back length. Yeah, full length. That is the blouse length. So that is it. You understand? So this is the bust point. I'm doing this so you get to understand. Bust point. Please take note. Bust point. So next thing we'll be doing, like I taught you in our previous class, we'll try to get our chest line. You understand? Chest line. Some people call it bust line, but you can call it chest line or bust line. So I'll be doing my bust 37. Bust 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5. Bust 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5. Plus 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5. But before then, guys, let's drop our our bust, our shoulder measurement. Be dropping our shoulder measurement. I'm working with shoulder 16. Shoulder 16 divided by 2, 8. From the CF, center front, I'm going in by 8. So from the center back, guys, I'm going into by 8 inches. Please do not forget, that is our shoulder line. So I'll be dropping my neck, neck width and neck depth. So to get your neck width and neck depth, I already taught you in the previous class, but I'm still going to say it again here. You do your bust circumference divided by 12. Bust circumference divided by 12. 37 divided by 12 is 3. Mine is 3. 37 divided by 12 is 3. So I'll be doing 3 here. 3 for the width and 3 for the depth. For the back, I'll do 3 for the width and 1 for the depth. Do not forget, 3 for the width and 1 for the depth. 3 for the width and 1 for the depth. So with my French curve, I'll make sure I connect it. I will connect it. Then I will come to this one, the front, and I will connect it. Also watch the placement of my curve. Please also learn it. So I'm connecting it now. I just did. So on this shoulder line where I drop my shoulder line, from here to this part, my 8, for the front I'll be coming down by 1.5, because the front and the back is not the same. For the back, I'll be coming down by 1. Do not forget, please, the front and the back is not the same. The back shoulder is higher than the front. If you look at it, you will see that it's slopey. It's really slopey at the front than the back. So I'll be connecting it. I'll be connecting it from this my shoulder depth, from this my shoulder neck depth, to meet my one at the back. I will also connect from this point my shoulder, my neck depth again, no, my neck width, not depth, sorry, to meet my 1.5 for the front. So after that, here is where our chest line or bust line measurement comes in. The measurement I talked about earlier. So 37, that is my own bust circumference. 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5. Please do not work with my own figures. Please make sure you work with your own bust circumference or your customer's bust circumference. So I say 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5. So I get 7.6. I get 7.6. So I won't be dropping it from the back, because most times when from the front, most times when I drop it from the front, I get to notice that is always, the armhole is always wider. So I like dropping it from the back. So I would have just done this now and drop my 7.6, but I won't do that. I'll be adding this 1 inch here to it. Why I'm adding this 1 inch to it? So it will align. I can drop it from here to this part, here to this part, here to this part, so I don't get to make mistake. So I'm adding the 1 inch here to the 7.6, so that gives me 8.6. So I'll be dropping 8.6. My 8.6 is here, after 8.5 is here, 8.6 is here. You understand? Please go and learn how to read the tape measure. 8.6 is here, after my 8.5 is here. There is a video on how to read and understand your tape measure. Please, it's among the videos. Please be serious with it, learn it. So I just dropped my bust line, either bust line, that you can call it bust line or chest line. So I'll do the same thing here. I'm connecting it right now to give us a beautiful straight line to be able to work with. So I will bring it out. So I want to label it. So I will do CL, chest line, CL. You understand? So now to plot our armhole, next thing I'll be doing, guys, is to bring down my shoulder measurement divided by 2. That same 8 that I drop here, I'll be dropping it here for the front. You understand? I'll drop it here for the front. I just did. So after that, the next thing I'll be doing is to connect with a straight line. I'm connecting it now with a straight line. You understand? So I connected it. So I'm going to stop here. Then I will come to the back, guys. I will not just drop it and connect, because there's something called back tightening. We need to do a back tightening in order to avoid or eliminate any form of back bulge. That thing that you see that pokes out at the back of an outfit after being worn, you understand? That thing that pokes out, that's excess, that is what we are trying to eliminate here. So we'll be doing it at the waistline. You understand? We're doing it at the waistline. So we are going to do here I will be doing 75% back tightening, because it's a basic bodice. It is a basic bodice, and this person has a deep back, so I'm going to do 75%. If you are doing if you do one, that is 100%. If you do 0.75, that is 75%. If you do 0.25, that is 25%. If you do half, that is 50%. So I'm going to do 75%. That is 0.75. So I'll be doing it here. So I will now determine where I want my tightening to end. You understand? I could divide this from my neck depth to my chest line. You understand? I could divide it into 2. You see, into 2. Then I will connect it from this point to that point. You see, and connect from this point to that point. You understand? Connect it to that point, where to this point. I could go with this, but because it's a basic bodice, I won't be doing that. I want to really go up to tighten the back for me. I would take it up to this part to tighten the back for me. Guys, it will not affect anything. This does not affect anything. The only thing this does to your outfit, it adds more beauty to it, makes the back lay very flat, makes the fitting perfect. You understand? So I've connected it from this point to meet the neck depth. So after that, the same measurement I inserted here, my shoulder measurement, I'll be bringing it here, guys. I won't be dropping my measurement from the previous line, from this pink colored line. No, this was the previous line, because I've taken out this tightening, so this part is no longer part of the pattern. Any measurement I'm dropping now be coming from this brown mark, this line, this brown line. Please take note, this brown marker, it will be coming in this way. So I'll be dropping my shoulder measurement now, my 8 inches for my shoulder measurement from that line, that my brown markers line. So I've dropped my 8, shoulder divided by 2, I've dropped my 8. So I'll be connecting it now to meet this one. Guys, please pay attention. I'll be connecting it to meet this one here. You see how beautiful it's looking? You see that it's taking shape. You can see that it's taking shape now, guys. So the next thing we'll be doing is to get our armhole curve. To get our armhole curve, like I said in previous videos, so you can do this your back now divided by 2. That is for the front. Back divided by 2. You understand? This back line divided by 2. You mark it. You understand? You mark it. So you go in on that marked. You divided it by 2 and marked. So on this marked, you go in by 0.5 for a perfect back, for a perfect armhole curve. So you come in with your straight ruler. You can use the French curve at once, but you might not really get it. That is why I'm showing you the simple way and method of doing these things. So you connect it to this point. You see? After connecting to that point, you understand, the next thing you will need to do now is to drop your bust circumference, the round measurement of your bust. Mine is 37, so I'm going to divide my 37 by 4. So I'll be dropping it there, 37 divided by 4. So this is 9.25. I'll be dropping my 9.25 here from this same brown line. From this same brown line, do not forget this same brown line. I'll drop my 9.25 from this same brown pattern marker. 9.25 can decide to add ease. Maybe you can make it 9.5. You understand? I just did 9.5. It doesn't stop anything. At the end of the day, you are still going to take measurements. You are still going to, cross check it before coupling your blouse. So with my curve now, to get a perfect curve, I will come in with my French curve. You see, I will place it this way. So I will curve now. I will now curve. You see, I will curve it. I will use my marker now so you'd see, it will be bold for you to see. So I will do it. Please do not forget, there's anything you need to blend, you need to true, please, it's better you do it before transferring it to pattern so you don't end up making mistake. So for the I'm returning back to the front. So at the front now, I will do my 9.25. No, let me do 9.5. The same thing I did for the back. 9.5 for the bust circumference divided by 4. 37 divided by 4 gave me 9.25. So I decided to add an ease of 0.25. That makes it 9.5. Please take note. So after that, for the front, I told you earlier while we were working on a half scale basic block that you can divide this same line into 2. Either you divide it into 2 and mark the midpoint of this line, or you go up by 2 inches, or you do 2.5, or you do 3 inches. Last time I did 2.5 because I was working for a teenager, but this is an adult. I'm working for an adult, so I'll be going up by 3 inches. See, please, these things, they are not constant. Just do what works for you. The reason I advise you to, keep on drafting, draft as many as you can. Use, you can decide. This is paper. Decide to, you buy, you draft, you get lining, you transfer your drafting to it, you sew it, you test fit it, and see what works for you. You understand? So from here to this point, I went up by 3 inches. So I'll be coming in by 0.75 because it's the front. The same way the front sleeve is not equal with the back sleeve. The front sleeve, the armhole area is not equal with the back sleeve of the armhole area. The same way the front here is not the same thing as the back. So I'm coming in now by 0.75 instead of 0.5 I went in with by here. 0.75 here. So I just did 0.75, guys. So on that 0.75 mark, what I'm going to do now is to connect it with a straight line to meet the mark all the way from my shoulder slope. I just did, guys. You see? So now with my curve, I'll be connecting from this placing now to connect to meet this my bust circumference divided by 4 here. So you see. So guys, I'm going to blend this aspect. Fine. So guys, that is it. Done with the upper part for now. So the next thing we'll be inserting is our bust span, nipple to nipple. Mine is 8 divided by 2, so I have 4 to work with. You can as well as, that is if you didn't take it, forget to take it on your client. You see, this is almost 8. Can as well as divide this back here, this straight line at the back, and work with. But mine, I know I took the measurement is 8, so I'm going to divide it into 2. That is 4. So I'm working with 4 now. 4. Here. So on my bust point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch. It won't be getting to my bust point, please. I know I told you in the previous video that is wrong. It won't be getting to my bust point. So this is my 4. So, and it won't be getting to my hip line, please. It's either, you understand, it's either you go up by 2 inches from your hip line, this is it, 2 inches, or you determine where your dart leg should stop from the shoulder. So is that end point is 22 inches. 22 inches is that end point. 22 inches, guys. So this is my 22 inches. Here is my 22 inches. You see my 22 inches. So I'll be going in by 4 inches. See, 4 inches. See, so what I will do now is to connect. So you see, it's correct. So this particular one, I will be checking. Supposed to be 22 inches too. See, that is where my this thing stops. That is where my exact 22 inches. So it will be getting to this one because from this point to my back length is 22 inches. So to be getting to the 22 inches. I'll drop my 4. Please, from this back waist, guys, what you should do is you drop your 4 from this brown marker. You understand? You drop your 4 here. You understand? You mark it. After that, you measure everything you get and take it up to this part. Measure everything so you don't end up making mistake. You see, everything you have. This is a almost 4.75. So you take it up here. You do your almost 4.75. It's not up to 4.75. Then you mark it. Before that, you come down by 1 inch. Come down by 1 inch. See? Come down by 1 inch. On that spot, mark your bust. You get to know if it is accurate. So guys, 4. Please guys, pay attention. So I'm stopping 1 inch below my chest line for the back. Front 1 inch below my bust point. Do not forget. So after that, this tightening, I'll take it to this part here. You understand? I'll take it to this part. Please pay attention. So you see the back tightening. So I brought the measurement I got from this part, almost 4.75. So I brought it down to this part to get a straight line. Please don't do 4 here. Measure what you have on the waistline from this, the initial back back line. Measure it down to your bust span measurement, then bring it to this place from here to here. You understand? For your bust span. You understand? So that is it, guys. Next thing we'll be doing now, we insert our darts. You understand? So working with that, you can work with any dart intake. That intake are not constant. You understand? But it is, you get to, you work with the dart intake that will, that will fit your customer. Like bust 37. You should there should be a number of that intake you work with. Bust 32, bust 31. You understand? Like the previous video I did, I was working with bust 31, so I worked with 0.5 that intake. So in this class, I'm working with bust 37, so I'll be working with 0.75 that intake. So because I'm working with a bigger bust, so I'll be working with 0.75 bust intake. So on the waistline, I'll be inserting my 0.75. Understand? 0.75 here, 0.75 here, and I will connect to meet this leg here, So I will connect this part to meet this part too. So guys, I will also connect from the upper part. Do not forget I came down by 1 inch from the bust point on the front here. So I will connect here as well to meet okay ruler, well, to get your desired result. So at the back as well, can do 0.5 at the back because I already have this tightening here. So doing 0.5 will not hurt. Doing 0.5 will not hurt at the back because I already have this tightening here. So 0.5 is fine. 0.5 here too is fine. So 0.5 plus 0.5, that is a 1 inch. So I can say I did 1 inch that intake at the back. So for the front I did 1.5, the back I did 1 inch. So that is it. I'll be connecting to meet this leg here. Attention, so you don't don't end up doing the wrong thing. So I'm connecting it to meet this one here too. So guys, that is what we have. The next thing I will be doing now is to insert our measurements. So bust point is not needed because I've done this already. I've dropped it on the armhole. So I will insert my waist measurement. Waist 33.5 divided by 4. So I'll drop it. I came in from my CF. I dropped it here. I will add this 1.5, the 1.5 for this dart intake on the waist to it. So 1.5, you see, that is it. So I'll come from this brown line, please, this brown markers line. I'm coming in by my 8.375. I'm dropping it here, and I will now add my 1 inch for this dart intake to it. I added my 1 inch to it, you see. So I will now do 36 divided by 4. That is the blouse length divided by 4. 36 divided by 4. I'll drop my 9 inches here. I'll come to this part. I'll drop my 9 inches here. You see, I drop it from the CB, every measurement from the CB coming to the SB, every measurement from the CF coming to the SF. So now I'll be connecting them. If you do not know how to make use of your cuff for now, please, you can make use of straight ruler. See, it's not hard at all. Straight ruler. And guys, please, no matter how your marking looks like after everything, please leave it. There's nothing bad in it. That is the shape that you're working with. And after you take your dart, when you hold your dart, after holding your dart, the shape will come out. You see how this one looks like? It's because of this dart. It's because of this dart here. If this dart were to be 0.5, it would not look this way. it will give me more shape. But because of this dart here, this will fit when I hold this dart, you understand? So do not fret it. There's nothing wrong with it. Do not fret it, please. Just do what you know is right and leave it. When you finish making the outfit, you will see that it will be perfect on you as long as you do the right thing, guys. So you see, so this is how it is. So for the back, I'll be connecting it. See, for the back, you see the same thing at the back. Because of the dart, please, there's nothing wrong with it. We have many types of shape. You see, this is how this one is. Instead of all these shapes that you get to see like this, you know, like this, like this, this is how it looks like. Please leave it. Leave it, you understand? When you sew it, you get your desired result. So guys, before we started this class, I told you guys we are going to be transferring the, okay, now we'll be inserting our bust dart. The difference between this our front and back, please do it from the bust point. Here is 2 inches. You drop your 2 inches from the bust point downward, and you connect it to this your bust point. Please, to your bust span, connect it to your bust span. So this is it. So I told you that before we started this class, I told you we are going to be transferring this our bust dart, side dart, to our shoulder. It can be transferred to anywhere, you understand? This dart can be transferred to anywhere. It can be transferred to this part, can be transferred to, you know, this, anywhere. Can be transferred to here, all the, you know, center front, anywhere at the front. So this one we are going to be transferring it to the shoulder. After this class, you are no longer a beginner. You are an intermediate student. Do not call yourself a beginner anymore. You understand? So to do that, to transfer this dart to this shoulder, we'll be dividing this shoulder into 2. You see, I'll be dividing it into 2. Please pay attention. Into 2, please. So I divide it into 2. I will mark it. You understand? I will mark it. So after that, I will come with my pattern master, and I will connect a straight line from this marked divided shoulder marked to my bust point. Whenever you want to do a dart transfer, it should also always end at the bust point. Please, bust point. So this is it. I just connected it to the bust point. You see, I just connected it to the bust point. So I've connected it to the bust point. The next thing I will be doing, you understand, is to cut it, close this one, cut out this one, transfer this one to this one. That is all. That is all. So guys, if you want to alter your neckline to anything, you can do it. But while altering your neckline, make sure that if the front neckline is lower, the back neckline should be higher. If the back neckline is lower, the front neckline should be higher, please. That is how you get your neckline to suit you and looks very perfect on you or your customer. So you can alter this to any neckline. I can decide to alter it to maybe, to maybe 4x4. So it's just to add one more to it. You see, one more to it, and come down by, one more, and come down by one more. I'm just doing this. I'm not going to make use of it. And come down by one more. You understand? Then after that, with my armhole cuff, I will connect. You understand? I will connect. If this is giving me what I want, I will connect. If it doesn't give me what I want, I can make use of this one. You want connect it to meet this point. To meet this point. You see? After that, you won't just leave this plate, this one like this, because it could gape. So there is something called this thing, a gaping dart. So no, there is something called this thing, neckline tightening. There is something called neckline tightening, not a gaping dart. You introduce a gaping dart when the neckline is extremely, big. When it's big, when you take it maybe down to maybe this one, take it, you expand it really well, and then you really expand this one, or you expand the back anyway, so you can introduce your gaping dart. So we are not doing that in this class. So I'll just teach you how to tighten this neckline. So on this front bodice, you can tighten the highest you tighten your neckline is 0.5. This is it, 0.5 guys, 0.5. So after that, I'm just teaching you. I won't be making use of it. So after that, you connect it from this 0.5 to meet this one, to meet your shoulder line, please. To meet your shoulder line. I'm really taking my time to do this. To meet your shoulder line. You are a beginner, and I'm doing this so you get to understand some things. So while cutting, you cut here. This part will be out, and this part will be out. So you get to cut this part, this pencil line here, and you cut this one as your neckline. You are doing this because you've expanded the neckline, neck depth and neck width, so it will not slag. It doesn't affect anything. I remember when I was making use of a freehand, then after making an outfit for a client, then if you notice that the neck is wide, you just take it to your sewing machine, you hold the shoulder, and it will be balanced, it will become perfect. So that is exact what we are doing here. The same thing we are doing here, just cutting off this excess so it doesn't get to affect the bodice, as in the neck. So that is what you are doing here. If you do this, that is what you are doing here. But for the back, you cannot tighten your neck line more than 0.25, please. 0.25. The back is 0, the front is 0.5, back is 0.25. You see, can't tighten more than 0.5 from this aspect to this aspect. 0.25, 0.5, 0.25 from here to here. 0.5 from here to here. 0.25. Please do not forget. Do not forget. From here to here. 0.5. See. 0.5, 0.5 here, 0.25. So I'll be connecting it still to the armhole line, to the shoulder slope, please. This is how you get to tighten your shoulder. So you see. So guys, this is it. So what I'll be doing, we'll continue with our class. I'm cutting the front. Get to close my . my armhole, as in my bust dart. So guys, after that, the next thing we'll be doing is I will divide this line into two, this bust line into two. Please, this is 2. I'll divide it into 2, 1 here, and I will go out. I'll go out, please, by, can go out by 0.5. I have 0.75. So I will do this. I'll connect from this part. I'll connect this way, and I'll connect, make sure. So that is what I'll be doing before. I told you I'm not making use of all this, so I'm making use of my normal. I just thought to show you. So I'll be cutting now. I'll be slitting this this line open point. So make sure you stop at your bust point. So don't need this anymore. I'll cut it off. Cut it off. See, so I'm going to close it now with my paper tape, guys. I'll be closing it with my paper tape. I need to, there's still, and just still need to slit it down a bit. That is the only way to relax. So you see, so I just cut out this one. I just transfer the bust dart to the shoulder. So with my paper tape, I'm going to be taping it down this way. See, so after that, you get to see that this part, this brown here, this brown marker, do no longer align with this one. The reason why I did this here, this pencil, you see that this one aligns. So I'm going to correct it. I'm going to make it, bolden it now. See, so guys, I just successfully transferred the bust dart, our bust dart, to our shoulder. So this here could be pleated, could be turned to anything you want at all. So that is the beauty of pattern drafting. That is the beauty of pattern drafting. You get to do anything you want, you feel like, on your pattern before transferring it to fabric. See, so now I'll be cutting So guys, this is the front pattern. This is the front. forget this, by the time we hold this dart, it will become okay, to become perfect. So we get to sew this dart from this part to here, then we get to sew from here to here. So in our next video, I'll be showing you how to transfer it to fabric and sew it successfully well. Before then, let's cut the back. So guys, please get enough paper, cut. I know that fabrics are expensive now, everything things are really expensive, you know, but that shouldn't stop you from practicing. As a beginner, get cheap fabrics. Lining could be, you know, any fabric that is cheap, and work with it. So keep cutting. Use your own measurements. Your sisters, your mummies, your aunties, practice with them. Practice with those measurements, please. Keep practicing. Do not wait until customer bring clothes. Please don't practice with your customers fabric, please, so you don't end up getting yourself in trouble. Please practice, and keep practicing till you become perfect. Though nobody is perfect, but you see how the back is lying flat now. You see how it's lying flat. So I will label it. Keep practicing, you understand? Don't be scared to spoil clothes. The reason I ask you to get cheap fabric, you see, SF, side front, CF, SB, CB. So this one will be out. This is a borderline purpose. This borderline. So guys, this one is not needed. I just use it for illustration so you get to understand. It's not needed. They are not needed. So next thing I will be teaching you now is I want to teach you some this thing, pattern drafting terms, signs like this. Now this is cut on fold. This is cut on fold. You understand? Cut on fold, please. This is at the back. You cut two. You understand? So this one, this is if you come across this cut on fold. If you come across this, this is if you are asked to cut, you know, straight. You see, cut straight. This is, you know, cut on bias. You see, cut on bias. This one, you cut it this way. You understand? Sorry, I'm not really good with drawing now. So this is cut on bias. That is why it's not straight. It's not straight. It's looking this way. Cut this one on bias. Cut this one straight. This is when they ask you to cut horizontally. This is when they ask you to cut vertically. This is on a bias. This is horizontally. The back is cut to, because you are going to cut 2 of this. You understand? 2 of this you are going to cut for the back. This one cut on fold, because you are going to fold the fabric and place this on it. You understand? So guys, that is all for the class. You see that the front and back aligns. The same thing I taught you on the previous in previous class. You see that it aligns. So that is it. So guys, that will be all for this class. We see in our next class. The next video will be the video of transferring it to fabric and sewing it. So, and favor, bye for now.